Hey guys, so people seem to like the question videos, so I figured I'd do another one, so feel free to answer them yourself, and let's get started. First one is, where were you 3 hours ago? I was just getting back from having my feet done. I got a pedicure. Next question, who are you in love with? No one currently. I mean, I'm in love with fictional people or people I could never be with, but not in a relationship kind of love. Have you ever eaten a crayon? I tasted one when I was little, but I didn't eat it because it was gross. Is there anything pink within 10 feet of you? Yes. Chair. When is the last time you went to the mall? Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Last time I went to the mall, I was with someone who I don't speak to anymore. That's all you need to know. Are you wearing socks right now? No, I don't like socks. Does your family have a car worth over $2,000? This is a dumb question. When was the last time you drove out of town? I went to see my sister in Tuscaloosa. That's the last time. And, well, me physically driving. I've been out of town after that, but I wasn't driving. But it was raining really bad that day, and there was tornado warnings. And my car kept hydroplaning. But I'm still alive. Have you been to the movies in the last 5 days? No, nothing has really interested me. Most of the movies coming out now piss me off. But I am excited to see Wrath of the Titans and The Hunger Games. Are you hot? I'm pretty comfortable, not hot or cold. What was the last thing you had to drink? A Diet Coke. What are you wearing right now? Same shirt I had on earlier today, and just some black sweatpant material capris. Let's see. Do you wash your car or let the car wash do it? I let the car wash do it. And for the interior, I have a guy that does everything for me. Last food that you ate? Pizza. Where were you last week at this time? Ooh, where was I? Honestly, I can barely remember what I did 3 days ago. Wait. I think it was someone's birthday. I don't know. I think it was my sister's boyfriend's birthday. Maybe. Okay. Have you bought any clothing items in the last week? I've bought shoes. Okay, next question is, do you have any pets? No. Some of you know I had a Pomeranian about 2 years ago that passed away. And ever since then, I haven't had a real pet, but I have fostered a pit bull that I found a home for. It was a very short period of time. And I named her Brandy Alexander while I had her, in case you were wondering. And if you catch that reference, I love you. Name 3 things that are physically close to you. Laptop, lamp, and money hat. What's the weather like right now? It's pretty nice. Warmish, not humid, so it's pretty good. Do you drive? If so, have you crashed? I do drive. The only sort of crash I've had is someone rear-ended me, but it was his fault. and it wasn't that bad. What time did you wake up this morning? I woke up around 6. When was the last time you showered? Today. What was the last movie you saw? I don't really go to the movies that often because I don't really like what's out right now, but I think I watched something on Netflix. What was it? Oh, I watched Troll 2 again. I love that movie. It's so stupid. What does your last text message say? My phone's dead currently, but it said, "What do you want for dinner?" What's your ringtone? Currently is just some random tone and the Facebook pop for the text message, but it used to be T-Mills purr like a cat, but that was highly inappropriate, and it used to be for my text message I had Eric Cartman yelling a bad word. Have you ever been to a different country? Yes. Do you like sushi? No. I love it. Where do you buy your groceries? I buy them at Winn-Dixie. I hate Walmart. I try to avoid it at all costs because when I go in there, I get accosted by old women who want to fight me for no reason, and men follow me around in there, and it's just scary. So, have you ever taken medication to help you fall asleep faster? Not intentionally. I've taken Benadryl because I had an allergic reaction, but not to go to sleep. But as you know, Benadryl will knock you the hell out. How many siblings do you have? To make it simple, 4. Do you have a desktop computer or a laptop? We have both in the house, but I use the laptop. How old will you be turning on your next birthday? 18. Very soon. Do you wear contacts or glasses? Yes. Do you color your hair? Not anymore. I went through that phase and I'm done with it. I've had pink hair, orange hair, fire engine red hair, bleach blonde hair, two-toned hair, highlights, black hair, light brown hair. I've had pretty much everything. I'm over that. Tell me something you're planning to do tomorrow/today. Tomorrow I'm going to help my baby sister get ready for her beauty pageant, so I'll be doing that all day. And I might see some relatives for dinner. So, let's see. When was the last time you cried? Probably a week ago. I don't cry that often. I usually let it build up for a while, and then just the smallest thing could set me off. What is your perfect pizza topping? I really like a lot of cheese, light sauce, pineapple, ham, and bacon. So good. I like bacon on everything though. I even like chocolate and bacon together. Caramel and bacon, anything. Which do you prefer? Hamburgers or cheeseburgers? Cheeseburgers, but the cheese has to be melted. I hate unmelted American cheese, but I like blue cheese and stuff like that. It's weird. I just hate the smell of cheese mostly. Let's see. Have you ever had an all-nighter? Yes, many times. What is your eye color? Depends on the day. It's dark brown, pretty much black naturally, and I do like to change it up. Can you taste the difference between Pepsi and Coke? I can, Pepsi is more sweet in my opinion. Coke burns. Next question is, when is the last time you ran? When I went to take the garbage out, it was cold outside, so I ran. What's the last sporting event you watched? My little brother's basketball game. I don't watch sports on TV. What is your favorite animal? To answer this, cat, slow loris, or giraffe. Depends what direction you want to take that in. Your dream vacation. I would love to go to a tropical island. Doesn't really matter which one. And I want to sit on a throne and have hot Puerto Rican guys wear jock straps, okay? And feed me Oreos. I think that'd be fun. Last person's house you were in? No. My sister's, sort of. We'll just say that for a safe answer. Yeah, that's easier. Worst injury you've ever had? I've never had an injury. When I was younger, I've had my wisdom teeth removed and stuff. But when I was younger, I had my earrings get the back screw into my ear, and I had to have surgery on that. But I really don't get hurt that often. Have you been in love? I don't think so. I don't want to go further into that question. I'll get sad. Do you miss anyone right now? Sure. Always miss someone. Last play you saw? I don't really watch plays. It's not really my kind of thing. But if I have to recall one, I can't even think. It's been a while. Let's see. What is your secret weapon to lure in the opposite sex? I don't have one. I'm actually really bad in that field, so I have no advice. I get really goofy around people, so I don't know. What are your plans for tomorrow? I already answered that. Who is the last person that sent you a Facebook message or comment? I'm gonna have to look that up. Comment was from SG Collins, and message was from Mark Barbas, something like that. Next question. Next trip you are going to take? I'm either going to Panama City Beach, Florida for spring break. Well, pretty much secured that, and then in the summer, well before that, I'm messing up. Then in May, I'm gonna see Coheed and Cambria live. Hopefully someone knows who that is. And then to the beach again for summer. Ever go to camp? Not legit camp. I've been to a park called the camp. Were you an honor roll student in school? I was always a honor roll in school. I've never made a B on a report card. What do you want to know about the future? I don't know. I'm kind of scared of knowing, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. Are you wearing any perfume or cologne? Always. Are you due sometime this year for a doctor's visit? I suppose. Where is your best friend? At her house. How is your best friend? I will not go into that because it's a bad situation. Do you have a tan? In this lighting it looks like I do, but I'm kind of pale. What are you listening to right now? Nothing currently. Do you collect anything? Shoes and makeup, but... Oh, and Hello Kitty. I collect Hello Kitty. Who is the biggest gossiper you know? Oh. Ooh. I don't want to say. Last time you got stopped by a cop or pulled over. I'd never gotten pulled over. But last time I had interactions with a cop was when I had my little collision with that guy when he hit me from the back. Have you ever drank your soda from a straw? Yes. What does your last text message say? Answer that. Do you like hot sauce? Yes, but it has to be on certain things. Like, I love hot sauce on fried chicken, especially sriracha. Sriracha is so good. And sometimes on rice and things of that nature. Let's see. Do you need to do laundry? I'm spoiled. I don't do laundry. Yeah. What is your heritage? I'm half Palestinian, half Caucasian. I don't know what's on the Caucasian side. I don't know. I guess I never looked into it. Are you someone's best friend? I would think so. And what were you doing at 12 a.m. last night? I think I was watching Law and Order SVU. That's it. All the questions. Feel free to leave me comments and to hit me up on Facebook. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, pretties.